I'm coming for you, Barbara. Hello out there to all of you seekers of plastic camaraderie, and welcome to my channel where I sit and talk about, well, dolls. Sometimes it's Barbie, sometimes it's Illy, sometimes it's Monster High, sometimes it's a Disney princess, you get the point. My name is Daniel, and I am the Barbie book boy. Today, I'm going to be exploring the enigma that is the 1987 Island Fun Barbie. I also happen to have the 1987 Island Fun Ken. In fact, I actually had him first, but he's been pining for Barbie because Ken is needy and codependent. If you've seen the movie, you know. Anyway, I finally relented and brought his girlfriend home to live with us. Mostly just so I wouldn't have to listen to his whining anymore. But I think for now, he's gonna stay in his box while we get to know Barbie a little bit better. I might unbox him in time. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, this lady is eager to be freed from her box of bondage. So grab your sunscreen and let's get into it. Before we hit the beach, let's take a moment to honor the box that has remained mostly intact for the past 39 years. Because after today, it's going in my garage where it likely won't be seen for another 39 years. And after all this time, it still has something to offer us with its totally rad design. See, kids, things from the 80s haven't totally outlived their usefulness. I especially love this vintage 80s font that they used because this is the font of my childhood. But more than just being nostalgic, it's also informative. Because we need to know that her island skirt, which I'm pretty sure is just a ripoff of the sarong, can be styled in 14 different ways. I think I'll be the judge of that. Anyway, let's not skip this adorable toucan or whatever the heck kind of bird that is, because tropical birds are essential for island fun. Everybody knows that. So it looks like this little lady was originally purchased at Walmart, but because the tag is ripped, I can't exactly see how much it was for, but it looks like it might have been $6.74. Maybe that's a 5, I don't know. Moving on to the side of the box. Barbie used this opportunity to stage herself a little photo shoot where she can show off her various stylings. In this one, she's got her lei or island necklace, as they called it in the commercial, atop her head like a beautiful island crown. Oh, Barbie, you're so silly. And then in this photo, she's just serenely posing with her beautiful orange skin glowing from the inside out. And then she took her sarong or island skirt and wrapped it around her waist and put her little island necklace or lei back around her neck. Cute, 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 cute. Moving on. So on the back of the box is a shot of her and some of her plastic pals that I imagine they had to ask a stranger to take using her Instamatic camera. So we've got Teresa, of course we've got Barbie and Ken, Miko, and then Skipper down here at the bottom. But Christy and Steven, while they both got Island Fun dolls, are mysteriously absent from the cast photo. So make of that what you will. Anyway, that concludes the box. I totally just noticed they did mention Island Fun Steven and Christy, but they didn't bother to put them in the cast photo, and I would love to know that backstage tea. Anyway, the box is pretty standard for pink box Playline Barbies of that time. But now for the main event. I'm coming for you, Barbara. Here she is. And before I finish getting her completely unboxed, I just want to point out the simplicity of her entrapment. Twisty ties, that's it. No tape, no plastic T anchors, nothing. It seems like dolls today are packaged to be able to survive re-entry into Earth's atmosphere after being in orbit for like the past 6 months. While dolls of her era were packaged like they rode through town in the back of pickup trucks with nary a seatbelt in sight. Basically, the way I grew up. And you know what? It's making me nostalgic. Can we just go back to this, please? Mattel, are you there? Hello? Anyway, she's waited long enough. So after 39 years in captivity, I'm gonna liberate her. And now she can finally breathe. She's free! She can swing her hair and wiggle her arms. And you know, for having been caged for the last 40 years, she looks pretty darn good. Even her hair, which she hasn't been able to do a thing with since her captivity. I mean, it's gonna need some work. I'm gonna have to make sure to comb out all of these like rubber band carcasses, but I don't think she really need much more than just a simple wash. I wouldn't want to give her a boil wash and risk losing all of this like crimping here, because without her crimping, how would we know she was from the 80s? Moving on. Island Fun Barbie has the iconic Superstar face mold, which was actually the most common Barbie face mold at that time. And it's always been one of my personal favorites. There's just something so psychotic about these giant day glow blue eyeballs, especially with her orange tan. It just takes me back to the days of jelly shoes and crispy bangs. Also, her white halter swimsuit pairs really well with her orange skin. It's got the teeniest bit of ruching up here, but other than that, it's just a plain, practical swimsuit for island fun. And her skirt, her island skirt, her sarong, whatever you want to call it, it's got this pretty little floral pattern, and it's like this beautiful, bright, hot pink. I mean, I guess she has it for when she wants to give the suggestion of modesty, because clearly it wasn't doing anything to protect her legs. Sadly, my doll has begun to exhibit signs of measles legs, or sad doll syndrome, if you will. It's an all too common affliction amongst dolls of this era. In fact, her boyfriend Ken is actually suffering from the same affliction here on his legs. You can see he's got it much worse than Barbie. For some reason, all of these 80s Mattel dolls just end up with these yellow spots all over them. I don't know if it's because Mattel changed the recipe of their vinyl, or if it has something to do with the orange coloring of her skin. I don't know, but you would be hard pressed to find a doll of this era without any of these yellow spots. It's just something that collectors of these specific years have to put up with. One of the common explanations is that it has something to do with the plasticizer that they use in the legs to make them more flexible, which is why it doesn't really happen in the arms, because I don't think they use the same plasticizer up here. But I guess over the decades, that plasticizer like seeps and leaks out of the plastic here, and it causes these yellow spots and stickiness, which my gal here totally has. I've actually heard that you can treat the stickiness by coating them in like baby powder and letting it sit for like 12 hours, and then gently washing it with a soft bristled toothbrush and some baking soda and dish soap. But I'm not doing all that today. Mostly because I don't actually have any baby powder on hand, and I don't feel like going to the store. So she's just gonna have to stay sticky. Anyway, Barbie loves to rock her pink island necklace that I think is supposed to be a lei. It's funny because in the commercial, they called it an island necklace.
Island Fun Barbie comes with a change-around skirt and island necklace.
But on the box here, you can clearly say, listed under her little accessories, it says lei. So I don't know, we're just gonna go with lei. Honestly, there's not much to it. It's really just a ring of bunched up fabric on some elastic here, but it's pretty colors. It's like pinky and orangey. It's real pretty. She also came with this really cute little seahorse comb. It's a beautiful pink shiny plastic, and I think that it would actually probably really help with her hair, but I'm not going to use it on her hair right now. It needs to be washed first. Maybe I can just use it to like pick out some of those rubber band carcasses. Those are really in there, you guys. Oh my gosh. Anyway, that's kind of it for her accessories. So now comes the fun part where we get to style her skirt. Aside from this little form to fill out if you wanted to be a member of the Barbie Club magazine, she also came with this kind of cool Barbie World of Fashion extravaganza here that actually it's kind of cool. I might actually try to hang this on the wall somewhere here in my doll room. The thing is, it's got two sides though, so I wouldn't know which side to pick. But I love this picture of this little island fun scene they've got up here with this little grass hut tiki gazebo thing. Anyway, Island Fun Barbie also came with this helpful little picture instructional booklet thing that can help us with her skirt. It also is front and back. So I want to kind of decide which one of these to try. I mean, they all look pretty easy. I think I want to go with, this one. I like this one here where she's wearing it kind of tied around her neck up there. So let's try that. So they have it in a pretty simple knot here, but remember, this garment is like 40 years old. So I'm going to be gentle. I said a knot. Okay, well, clearly she does not want her skirt to be restyled. Got it. Actually, while I have it off, we can take a closer look at her swimsuit here. And boy, did they give it some high legs here. I mean, look at how high up that sucker goes. I guess they really wanted her to be showing off these orange stems of hers. Also, just real quick, you can see it's just a halter top that they've got tied at the back here. And even though there's nothing like particularly fancy about it, it's pretty plain. It's a pretty color and it's got a nice shine to it. So it's pretty. Anyway, let's play with her skirt. I'm trying to put this skirt on her, you guys, and her legs are so sticky. Kind of gross. Okay, well, I see absolutely nothing wrong with this at all, except for the fact that it's been tied around her waist for 40 years, so I can't get it to, like, unkink itself or uncurl itself to look like the picture. Y'all, is it giving? Can you tell? Is it giving? Okay, well, that didn't work. You know what? It just needs to be pressed, and I think it'll be fine. Well, folks, there you have it, my 1987 Island Fun Barbie. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to be doing these doll reviews weekly, so if this is your thing, then stay tuned, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Leave a comment for Island Fun Barbie. Tell her what you think about her beautiful day glow blue eyeballs. Ask her if she's annoyed by having sticky legs. I'm just curious, is this crimping a result of the humid island climate that you're in?